Peace, family, peace, 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 peace. Hey, boo. Okay, listen, today is story time. Okay, whatever you chase, it shall run further from you. That's just the dynamics of everything, okay? I was laying down, calling myself about to take a nap, and this idea instantly popped in my mind whatever you chase, okay? And I got up and I wrote the idea down. That's why I keep telling you guys about having a journal, okay? Because sometimes you think you're going to be able to keep the ideas in your head. We get so many thoughts throughout the day. You want to have a journal so you can write those ideas down. So, honey, it was a few years ago, okay? I'm trying to see. Probably about 21, 22. Okay. I used to have my eyes on this, on this guy. Okay. And me and him pretty much grew up together, although he's like a little older than me. And I remember I liked him so much, okay, and I was a little something, okay, and I had a crush. You know, when you younger, you have a crush probably on the dope boys or whatever. Maybe some of you guys can't relate to it, okay. I'm talking to the ones that can, okay. So I had a crush on this dude, okay. His family pretty much, his family knew my family. We was from the same place, okay. And I remember he had went to prison and then came home. Yeah, honey, I was into those type of boys. I was into the street dudes. Okay, I was into it. Okay, looking for my daddy and the men. Okay, and oftentimes we tend to do that. And some of you guys probably be like, what? Yes, subconsciously. Sigmund Floyd. Okay, honey. Now Sigmund Floyd was okay, but Sigmund Floyd. Okay. So anywho, so I remember I had seen his niece and I was like, ooh, like pretty much, ooh, yeah, your uncle just came home, give him my number, okay? All right. And me and him started talking, okay? And at this time, I had one child, okay? Self-esteem was low, didn't know nothing about law of attraction, okay? I just thought that, oh, I'm in a relationship because I like this person. Honey, it gets deeper than that, okay? The reason why we get into relationships with people is because we attract them because based upon who we are. Period. Okay? I'm not arguing with you, Linda. Not today. All right? And so me and him, we started talking and stuff. Everything was good. I knew he had a reputation. Okay? But when you look at somebody else and feel as though that they are the prize, okay, and you put them on a pedestal, you'll be accepting to anything that they tend to do, because in your eyes it's like you can't get no better. In your eyes you feel like, oh my goodness, I finally got the prize, okay, all these different beliefs in your mind. So I knew he had a reputation, right? And I don't know what I was thinking. I guess I really wasn't thinking. But sometimes you may feel like, well, this person, maybe he changed, right? Honey, it's not that people don't change, okay? But they have to want to change. Me and him started talking, and it was like so many different red flags. I was coloring them all different types of colors: blue, orange, purple, pink, everything except for seeing this shit for what it really was. So the relationship, it started moving quick, right? And then eventually I had moved in with him. And while I was, living with him, probably the second or third night I was living with him, this Negro, okay, he, first of all, he didn't even come home. Okay. Here I just moved up and left from staying with my aunt. Okay. Me and my only child at that time, and I moved in with him and he didn't even come home. I remember I was so pissed, okay? I told you he ain't changed, okay? I was so pissed. And I was like packing my stuff. Honey, where I was gonna go at that time, okay? I just was packing my stuff. I was like, you know what, I'm done. And when he came home the next morning, he had like this sob story. Oh, we was outside, you whatever. It was just lies. And maybe they was outside, him and his boys, but a lot of it was goddamn lies. Okay, he was messing, screwing, doing Lord only knows what. Okay? So then later on, when I tell you whatever you chase, I would make so many excuses. And my mother, she always would say to me, like, don't you chase anything. Like, don't chase that boy. I wouldn't even chase him. And I would make excuses. Oh, I left this there at his house, or I gotta get something. I want him to bring the baby something because I left it at the apartment or whatever. And I was just making excuses because I wanted to check up on him, wanted to see what he was doing, trying to prevent him from cheating. Honey, you can't prevent nobody from cheating. I don't care what you do for them. Okay? I don't care how good you say it is. Okay? You cannot prevent them from cheating. If the person want to do that, they just gonna do it. Okay? If someone sees or feels like one person can't satisfy them, okay, then they're gonna mess with multiple people. Now, for me, it's like, if that's how you feel, you need to say exactly what you feel. But some people won't say it because they insecure and they feel like, if I say that, she's not gonna stay, right? But anywho, so I remember this one particular time, okay, I was at my grandmother's house, and like, you see somebody, you looking out the window, and probably you see old boy that you mess with, that you live with, and you see you calling him, right? And you like, I want to see if he gonna answer the phone. I want to see. And honey, he reject the phone, and you see him out the window. You see him with your own eyes. You see him look at the phone, and honey, put the phone back in his pocket. Chasing like I needed a hit. Okay, they say love. Now it all depends. Okay, it all depends. And you see some people say, love is a drug, and I don't want nothing like that. Okay, nothing like that. Okay, but I would see him do some of the stuff like that. And you know what was crazy? This was crazy. When I had started working, right, and I pretty much, was focused on me, wasn't, I would call him every now and then. I wasn't blowing his phone up like, before, like a psycho, right? But when I started focusing on me, that's when the dynamics changed. And that's what you are going to realize. You have to focus on you, because as long as you are putting out needy energy, people feel it. And it's almost like a form of manipulation, so to speak, right? Like, oh, gimme, 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 gimme. It becomes like so like in the words of Aaron Dowdy, cringy, right? Like, oh, just get out of my face, right? And I would be putting that energy out, and I didn't even know I was putting that energy out. And I told you guys, I had a homeboy who I would go to for advice. And one of the things he would say to me, he would say, Dina, your self-esteem is low. See, honey, I do self-esteem equated to having some bad shoes on. And when I say bad, honey, I mean some gorgeous, some nice shoes, okay? That one of a kind shoes. Nobody hardly got these, all right? And I thought clothes and everything, you dress the outside up, and that's pretty much your self-esteem. Honey, no. Your self-esteem is when you take them goddamn clothes off, okay? When you see yourself in that mirror and you see exactly how you feel about your damn self. When you are able to accept every part of your body, okay? Every part of your body, you are able to accept it, okay? And you walk around like, okay? What? What you say? Oh. Okay? Like, you know you are it. You know you're important because you are, right? So, to the person that's out there, I don't want to drag this video out. To the person that's out there, listen, stop chasing that person, because they just going to run further from you. Anything you chase, success, money, anything you chase is going to run further from you. So, do not chase it. You didn't know you were surprised. Oh, you didn't know that. Honey, you are the prize. Okay? Now start acting like you know that you are the prize. Instead of putting them on a pedestal, stop dropping everything for them. Stop dropping everything for them, for that person. Okay? And I remember sometimes I would do that. I would drop everything and everyone, thinking that this person was gonna be able to give me X, Y, and Z. Honey, you know who's gonna give me X, Y, and Z? Me. Me. Okay? Now some people could add on to what I'm giving myself, but what you have to understand is, as long as you making this person the be all of your life, okay, to me that is too much darn power. Too much power. So don't chase, replace. No. No, but don't chase. Don't chase. Do the work on yourself. Once you start doing the work on yourself, you're going to see. What? Chase? I ain't got time for that. Chase? Okay. Somebody, the other day, I said this, right? The other day, I told you guys I sent my youngest children father a message, like asking him about, the tenderoni that my youngest daughter said he was dating, right? And I just asked him a question. He was like, "You all in my business, worrying about me, boy." Worried, honey. I got goals. Okay, that I'm checking off the list. I ain't got time to worry about you, honey. No, I gotta read these goddamn books. Okay, I gotta read these goddamn books. I ain't got time. Word no. Okay. Don't chase anything outside your existence. And with that being said, I love you guys. Keep going, growing. Okay, you see the face glowing. Okay, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.